Hey, what is happening YouTube? Steve with Rake and Profit at rakeandprofit.com, coming back to you with another video. And in today's video, I wanted to answer a really good viewer question that I got recently. And this is a question that I get quite often, and it seems a lot of new folks are asking this question, so I want to make a video and put it out for everybody, and hopefully it'll help. The question reads, Steve, what would you say is the ideal amount of time you should hold onto your inventory before you feel it should really be sold, or does it matter? One YouTuber mentioned not wanting her inventory to keep for more than 14 days, and that seems crazy to me. From what I understand from your videos, clothing doesn't necessarily sell that easily. I'm just not sure when I should start marking items down or how frequently after certain periods of time. And that's a great question, and it took me a long time to get the hang of it, so I want to share with you my thoughts on it. First of all, when you want to think about how fast you should turn items over or how fast things should be selling, you've got to understand that there's going to be a few different factors. And first of all, brand. Brand plays a huge role in how fast you're going to sell an item. There's certain items that are hot, there's certain items that are not. For instance, Ralph Lauren polos, they could sell anywhere from a few days to a few months depending on the size and the color and the season. Then you have a brand like maybe Lacoste, which could sell within a few days. And you know, there's a lot of brands out there that just sell in different periods of time, so you got to keep that into consideration. Next, your pricing. How are you pricing your items? Are you pricing everything top dollar, really high, or are you pricing things competitively? That's going to play a role as well. And a big thing is the quality of your listings. Are your pictures top notch? Are you giving a good description with the measurements? How's your feedback? If you have a 2 or 3 feedback versus someone with 1,000 or 2,000 feedback who has a solid reputation, it's gonna, it's gonna play a role in how fast it sells. So, also format. You want to think about: are you doing auctions or are you doing buy it nows? Because a lot of times certain items sell a lot better with buy it now versus auction. So you got to think of that. And lastly, what's the time of the year? Is it the summertime? Because it's known to be a little slower versus maybe the Christmas season or the time right after everyone gets their tax refunds. That's going to play a huge role. So pretty much my point is, after you take into consideration all those factors, brand pricing, quality of listing, and the time of year, then you can kind of get a better idea of how fast you should expect these things to sell. And once you get an idea of how fast things are going to sell, then you're going to start looking at, okay, maybe after a week or two, I'm going to lower the prices down. After 3 or 4 weeks, you're going to start really bringing the items down considerably because you know they should have been gone already. And then maybe after a month or two, you're going to blow it out completely. And personally, that's what I do. I've got quite a bit of experience now. I kind of have an idea of when things should sell and what brands are hot. So if it's after a few weeks, I'm gonna chop the prices down a little bit. Almost near a month, I'm going to bring it down a lot. And then after a month or two, I'm really going to cut the prices down like crazy. And if they just aren't turning over for some reason, I'll happily donate it back and let Goodwill or Savers sell it. And that's what they'll do. And you got to understand that selling clothing is not easy. It's a competitive field, and that's why it's so important to be choosing the right brands and becoming experienced and learning from your mistakes, because it just takes the littlest things to affect if something's going to sell or if it's not. So hopefully that helped. Make sure that you pick a strategy that works best for your situation. Right now I have a limited amount of space, so I've got to be turning things over fairly quickly. And also, in my area, I live in Connecticut, it's pretty easy for me to gather a lot of inventory, so I don't mind sometimes taking a loss on something or just breaking even just to make room for that new inventory. And also, you got to take into consideration how much profit you're looking to make. I mean, that plays a big role. If you're always pricing everything top notch high, things are going to be slower sales, but you're going to make more profit. So there's a lot of different factors. Hopefully some of those things are going to start to reflect upon what you're going to want to do in the future. So hopefully that video helped you, and any other folks out there, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check me out at Facebook and Twitter at Rake and Profit, and head over to my blog at rakeandprofit.com. Hope everyone has a great day and keep on making that money.